Ushio is on a quest to find his mother with Tora. The next episode opens up in a plane where a monster is attacking a plane. The pilot knows that it's the end and looks at a picture of her daughter just before the plane crashes. The scene shifts to Ushio and Tora in the airport lobby, making their way to Hokkaido. Tora seems very happy about this. Meanwhile, Atsuzawa gives the news about her father to Yu-chan. Atsuzawa says that a monster was the culprit. He also talks about how his jet and the plane nearly collided, crashing into each other, but there was a monster who had hijacked the plane, wrapping itself around the body from the outside, and that was the reason why the plane crashed. In a world where monsters are invisible, Yu-chan does not believe in Atsuzawa and thinks he's making an elaborate story. Ushio was eavesdropping and Yu-chan thinks he's lying. Ushio asks Tora about the monster, to which Tora says it must be a Fatsuma, a monster of the sky. He's fought a Fatsuma before, but killing it is not an easy task as it can only die by fire. Ushio and Tora know fire is something they cannot find on air. Yu-chan and Atsuzawa were also on the same plane. Yu-chan thinks that Atsuzawa is the murderer. Yu-chan begins to cry as she misses her father and Ushio tries to calm her down. Yu-chan is mourning the loss of her father as Ushio tries to talk. She tells Ushio that her father was a pilot who lost his life a month ago, nearly hitting a jet. Atsuzawa was flying and so she thinks he's the killer. Fatsuma can be seen coming to the plane and Atsuzawa talks to Ushio. He says that he saw a creature latched onto the plane. Suddenly the plane starts to tremble and it's the monster latched onto the plane. Atsuzawa goes to check on the pilot while Tora asks Ushio to attack the monster, but he does not have the beast spear. Tora asks him to summon the weapon and Ushio calls it and it comes flying to him as he transforms. Yu-chan is shocked looking at this, but Ushio cannot go out of the plane and so he's helpless. Atsuzawa knows that it is the same yokai and so he goes to check. Back in the cockpit. The seats are empty and so Atsuzawa takes the wheel, but it is to no avail. Atsuzawa tries to control the place but the controls were not working. Fatsuma injures him as he screams in pain. Ushio wants Tora to attack Fatsuma and asks Tora to go through the roof of the plane, but he refuses and so he pushes him with the beast spear. Fatsuma and Tora begin fighting, but his fire breath is too little to do anything except for a little damage. It is useless as Fatsuma repairs himself as soon as the damage is done. Passengers panic at the sight of the demons and Yu-chan finally believes Atsuzawa. Tora's powers seem useless in front of Fatsuma. Yu-chan sees Atsuzawa and is worried. Looking at his condition, he requests for backup, and as the monster has struck again, the radar was normal and so they ignore it. Atsuzawa wants to save Yu-chan, but there's nothing he can do when Fatsuma is undetectable on the radar, and so there's no hope for backup as well, and that is when Ushio comes to talk to Atsuzawa. Ushio tells Atsuzawa that he can only be killed by fire, but it's impossible up there. Tora's firepower isn't enough, and he needs help. Tora is furious at Ushio and asks him to attack Fatsuma with the beast spear through the plane ceiling, and to which he agrees and prepares while Yu-chan joins in as well to take revenge. Ushio manages to injure Fatsuma, and as he moves away from the plane, he's far enough for the radar to detect a foreign object near the place, and so he's detected on the radar. The ground control deploys a jet to attack, but there's a problem. If the jet shoots missiles, then the plane will blow up as well. Ushio asks Tora to take him to the roof of the plane to kill it even though it's dangerous, and Atsuzawa stops and that's the only way. They both launch an attack, but Fatsuma holds them, which Ushio attacks, breaking its hands and legs. Fatsuma is swept away by the air and at a safe distance the jet launches a missile, burning the beast. Fatsuma feels lucky to die as he's petrified that Hakamon is coming because of the beast spear is out. The plane has a major issue, the landing gear isn't working and they'll crash land. Hearing this, Tora starts laughing, but Ushio shrewdly replies, "Tora, you can't do anything either, you can't lift this plane." This hurts Tora's ego and he has to prove him wrong. So he replaces the missing wheel and saves the plane from crashing. They save the day, but Yu-chan is still sad because she doubted Atsuzawa. They bid goodbye as Ushio returns to his quest. The scene changes to Jururu, a monster who is ruthlessly killing people. His gang tries to stop him, but the humans took his house away from him, and so he's mad. Nothing can stop him but someone with the beast spear. The next scene, it is revealed that Ushio is broke as he's lost all of his money. While they were walking, two people were following Ushio and Tora, and just then something began menacingly attacking them. Ushio thought it was a whirlwind, but Tora knows that it's a Kamratachi. It comes for Ushio, but Ushio easily attacks it. Just when he's about to kill the beast, a lady stops him and asks him to stop. Tora tells Ushio that they were just testing Ushio to see his power. They're taken to a deep mountain to their house and they reveal their ancient yokai and they're called Kamratachi. They want Ushio to kill their brother, but that is not good. Ushio gets angry and then he sees a dead body. Kamurotachi says that Jururu will not stop until he's killed. In the next scene, Ushio and Tora are separated. Tora and Kagari are talking about how they hate humans as they stole their home away, and Reishin talks about the bro code, how they can be in 3 and work together, but there's a rule that they cannot kill a human for no reason, and Jururu broke the rule, so he has to die. Tora and Kagari are about to fight. Yuka Mitachi lived in the further south. This infuriated Kagari and told Tora that they were forced out by humans and that's why they hate them. But Jururu is back and Tora notices it and asks Kagari to stop, but she cuts his arms off. Reishin reminds him of the rule, but he simply does not care. He removes his human shell. Reishin asks him to stop, but he won't listen, and then he sees Ushio and the beast spear. Furious by the betrayal, he goes to attack, and Ushio goes into attack, but it's useless and he falls on the floor. Jururu is about to kill the yokai hunter, and that's when Tora attacks him with his severed hand, and he says, "He is my food," and then attacks with his lightning, but Jururu escapes. Tora sees that Ushio is about to die, and so he's angry, but Kagari has the medicine, and that is the only way to heal him. Tora asks him to do it quickly, and then Kagari uses medicine to heal Ushio. Ushio is pumped up and ready to hunt Jururu, but then he sees Tora's hand on the floor, which gets him scared. Tora assures that all he has to do is stick it back on, and Ushio does that. Tora asks, "Why do you want to help me?" "This is because I'm a human," Tora replies. After this, they go to the construction site where Jururu is crying, but he's there to kill humans. Kagari says that it is the humans that did them wrong. Every place they ever went was destroyed by humans. They used to live in a place called Hida, but humans were afraid, so they stayed away. Back then, Jururu was a good yokai and a very kind one, but then humans started construction, and that happened wherever they went. That is the reason why Jururu hated humans. "We might have to kill him, but he'll always be my brother," Kagari says. Kagari wants to talk to Jururu, but he wants to kill Ushio, but Reiten and Kagari stop him. They say they can move away somewhere, but Jururu says that it's going to happen all over again. Jururu cuts a mountain. Ushio and Tora are holding the mountain, but Kagari and Jururu are stuck under a truck. The oil leak made it even more dangerous. Tora cannot help them as he only has one arm. Jururu laughs at Tora, saying, "Are you begging for mercy?" Tora asks, "Do you hate humans that much?" Jururu says, "Yes, I do, because we get chased out of our home." Ushio says, "I'm a human too, kill me." Jururu attacks him, but Tora saves him with a rock. Ushio understands Jururu's pain and tells them about his favorite park and the jungle gym, which was later destroyed. Ushio cries and asks for forgiveness. A group of construction workers sees them and throws a stone at Jururu. He gets angry and gets scared, dropping the cigarette from his mouth. This burns the gasoline. Jururu, Tora, and Ushio are trying to lift the truck, but they cannot, and so Ushio asks for help from the workers. Together they save Reitan and Kagari. Ushio says that he will look for a place for them to live. Jururu is happy to hear that, but he stabs himself with the beast spear, fading away. This made everyone sad. Thank you so much for watching.